not so magical morning to all of you. I had a rough start today. As you can see, my hair is a disaster. Woke up late, didn't get to wash, and it's supposed to be workout day, but I don't know if I'm getting there. Garbage got picked up today, and I forgot to put it out. It's been a weird start. But last night there was a couple of articles about MM's stylist being screamed at and fired after the 3-day not so royal tour of New York. Oh my God, this hair's like sticking out over here. So I wanted to do a reading on that. I'm going to do this really fast. I promise it's going to be like a 15-minute video. So I do want to try and get on the treadmill before I have to start day job. So we're going to do 2 spreads, and I'm going to use the Ethereal Visions Tarot. This is an amazing, beautiful deck. It's gilded and it's foiled. It's really, really pretty. And what I've found since I've been using it is works really, really well for karmic journey. Just trying to figure out good paths for women. It's really, really feminine deck. It feels really light. It feels really, just really girly, So, but let's see. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna move back just a wee bit. We're gonna do Meghan first. We're gonna see like what her whole vibe was after this New York trip. So there's been like a lot of buzz about it. Let's see what's going on. And I know a lot of people told me, yeah, stay with the royals. I feel like there's so many tarot readers that focus on them. So, I guess I'm just one of the gang. So, she feels justified in her actions. We have Justice card. She feels like her reaction to the stylist was warranted. Just bear with me. I'm a little bit hot, so this is, those of you that know me, I always carry my fan. Hot stuff. So what happens when you get older? You get hot. She feels like she came from a place of spiritual justification. So, she feels like this was like wrong, and she doesn't have any qualms about squashing a bug, in her opinion. She still thinks that she's going to be on top of the world, and that this is an investment that is warranted. She feels like she's going to see a return on this investment, whether it was the investment of the time or investment of the wardrobe. She feels like it was a good investment for her. She's looking toward the future again to try and find that spark of creativity. It's just not really there. But all in all, this is going to be a changeover. Now, I've been saying for the longest time that what she needs to do is she needs to do a transformation like Meryl Streep in the movie She-Devil. She needs to stop with all the frippery, stop with all the, trying to be, dressed for the job you want. And she needs to go completely dark and like glasses and just like, she needs to go like completely like beatnik. If you haven't seen that movie She-Devil, it's awesome. It's such a good movie. A little dark. It's a little dark, but it's Roseanne Barr, and it was Ed Beatley Jr. and Meryl Streep. So the star, she's still looking toward the future, but it doesn't look like there's much there. The death card lays really heavy in here. This is inevitable change. This is the train keeps a rolling, and it's going to roll right over you. So you know, it's addiction. Also, that's, you know, the addiction card. So, I'm sorry, I apologize. No, it's not really the addiction card, but it's not facing reality, not accepting that big train that's coming to roll right over you. So let's see, we're going to do a little bit more clarification. We're at 5 minutes. Judgment. King of Wands and Queen of Wands and Speed. Okay, so Judgment. And another thing, this deck kind of gives you a path. So this is more of the path that they need to take. Judgment. They need to take a closer look at how they're conducting themselves. They need to really look at their optics. They're not looking at their optics. They're just kind of like throwing spaghetti at the wall, throwing spaghetti at the wall, throwing spaghetti at the wall. The optics just aren't there. They still think that King and Queen of Wands, that lofty position where they are large and in charge and people are listening, they still think that's a reality. The only way they're going to do that is if they look at those optics and they make a complete change. Just like I said, they need to make like a complete change. They need to stop with the woke and stop with the, hey, we're so likable and everybody, you know, should do like we do. It's really distasteful. It's not good. But that crash and burn is still there. It's still following them. So, all right, clarification for her. Now let's take a look at the stylist. I don't know if the stylist was a man or a woman. I have no idea. Word on the street is that they have like a super, super high turnover of employees, which is never a good sign. But I mean, sometimes, you know, I lived in LA and sometimes people do that to keep their costs down. You know, or if they're shifting personas, if they're shape shifting, did I say shape shifting? If they're shape shifting and trying to get a different, a different, style out there, they'll do the change of staff. But the high turnover, sometimes that is to keep costs down, because the longer you keep somebody, the more you have to pay them. At least the better employers do that. You know, cost of living raises, that sort of thing. So let's see what is going on with our stylist. One of the gossip channels said there was actually footage of someone leaving in tears. Let's see what our stylist is doing. Give me some stylist. Okay, so stylist was actually somebody that was very well placed and very talented. This is somebody who knew their stuff and, you know, really was trying to present well, despite those outfits being ridiculously expensive and going to, you know, the less fortunate school system. But, you know, this was somebody who, and I'm getting the feeling that it was a guy, and I don't think it was a girl. But the stylist really knew what they were doing and did what they did in earnest. Jumped into the situation like, yeah, why not? Let's do this. Let's see what we can do. I'm getting the feeling that it was an attempt to make a change, to kind of change the optics and the direction of how people are viewing her in particular. You know, Harry was like a backdrop. Once again, you know, he was like a backdrop there. But this was an attempt to make her look a little bit different. Just one second. Just want to ask if she was mad about how she looked in the white dress. Because let's face it, she didn't look good in the white dress. I would have been mad if that was, yeah, that it was the white dress that made her mad. She was really angry because she looked heavy in that picture, or in that shot. She was not pleased with how she looked. So the Four of Pentacles, this was supposed to be a new foundation, like a new partnership between them, possibly even like a line of clothing that they kind of work together. Everybody keeps talking about that she's going to do a cosmetics line. I keep hearing that. I don't think she wants to do that. I think she would do a clothing line. Her old blog was more in tune with that. The Meghan's Mirror, which allegedly wasn't hers, it's way more in tune with doing a clothing line. And I think that was what was supposed to happen. I think this was supposed to be a beginning where they got into bed together, not literally, and started doing, a line of clothing together, just kind of positioning her as more of a clothes horse, which is, honestly, I think that's what she wants to be. I think she really does want to just dress up and be out there. The Justice card, and I'm going to say he because I feel like it's a guy, he feels justified in what he did. He doesn't think that he did anything wrong. And just so you can look at how beautiful that card is. I don't know if you can see it really well, but oh God, these cards are so beautiful. He feels justified in his response. He feels justified in what he did. He thinks that he did a good job. I think he did a good job. She looked a little chubby in that white dress, but some foundation garments maybe would have corrected that. I don't know. I love foundation garments myself. Eight of Cups, he's done. He's just going to move on to the next thing. This is not going to affect him. It's not going to be a black mark on the career path. This is just going to be whatever. I think we may hear about it. I think there's going to be leaks from there. Doesn't seem like that, would be a bad thing. So, certainly I lived in LA. So everybody talks. Everybody knows what goes on. Everybody knows all the secrets. Like there's no secret in LA. Everybody knows, the super gossip, especially if you're, involved in the entertainment industry. There's all kinds of that goes on. Everybody kind of knows what's happening. The Four of Wands is over on, this is where I asked if she was upset about the white dress. And yes, she wanted to look angelic and beautiful and very sweet and very clean, straight lines. She wanted to be very tailored, and that foundation garment didn't. She fought after that. She put it on and thought she looked good. She was told she looked good. And then she saw the footage and she did not look that good. And she is really upset because she wants that body back. I know a lot of people debate whether they actually had those children or she actually carried them. I think she did. I totally think her face changed both times. I think she did. I don't think she gained and lost weight so that, her face could look a little bit different. I don't think it's fillers. I'm sure she's having something done, but I think the weight gain in her face was definitely from having a baby. I don't think she's nursing. I don't think she's, you're just not. I nursed both my kids. And, was not separated from them for like 2 years. It was, you're pretty involved with that. So, let's do one more quick thing. We'll just see where Queen Bee is. HRH. Let's see what HRH thought of the New York Not So Royal Tour. Huh, that's kind of wild. Some of the same cards. So, Her Majesty, still, she is benevolent and she is at the top of her game. She is trying to dig deep and be filled with love. This is someone who's not reactive. This is someone who's not going to battle. This is someone who is trying to dig deep and find that generosity of spirit so that she doesn't flip out. But she's digging deep and she's not paying attention to it. She's really blinding herself and controlling all of her emotions. She does not want to be reactive. I mean, the two of them are so reactive. It makes sense that she's trying to not be reactive. Justice card, she's trying to be fair. She's trying to be reasonable. I do think she feels bad for them. I think she realizes that they know not what they do. And they're, it's kind of dumb. But we got Justice card again. Justice card can also be like legal proceedings. So, there is some talk that they're going to make some changes to titles and money flow and that sort of thing. So it could be that as well. Knight of Pentacles leans me more toward that this is, some financial changes that we're going to be seeing. So the arrangements, we'll see the arrangements are going to be a little bit different. I think she's actually working that out. But she's trying not to be troubled by it. She's trying to move forward and again, with controlled emotions, with not having a lot of emotion about it, and just moving forward. And you made your choice. Oh my God, my hair is a wreck. I'm sorry. We're moving forward, and we're just going to focus on what matters. Here's that Eight of Cups again. So she is moving beyond it. So the weird thing is that, if Meghan is moving beyond the royal family, if she's transcending her experience with the royal family and saving Harry from, the trappings of royalty, the Queen is moving away from the drama. Which is sad, and controlling her words, absolutely controlling her words. Wants to say a lot of things, wants to make amends, but she is maintaining and controlling her words. So I don't think we're going to see any developments right then and there. I think, we're going to just kind of see things status quo for now. So that is my reading for today. I am going to get on the treadmill, and I hope you all have an amazing day. Do something fun this morning and make it a good start. Bye now.